Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now today is Sunday, so you know what that means. Time to go around the net with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance. So on the docket for today, we have Amex trying to tweak their card that I hate the most. We have a new Citi card that's kind of odd. We have some Capital One changes on multiple cards. And we'll close with another deal with our friends over at Sleek. Don't worry, not sponsored, but it gets you a few extra dollars in your pocket going into Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So of course, if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, batting lead off here, we were talking about American Express. Specifically the green card. When it comes to American Express, you guys probably know I'm not the hugest fan in the world, but I do respect their rank as 1 or 1A depending on how you look at it. One card that I hate the most out of their lineup is the green card, but Amex is finally tweaking the green card to make it slightly more competitive. So we take a look at the updated green card. You can see the one thing that's going to change is underneath the credit section, and that is the clear credit. Now, this used to be basically a credit that got you like half a membership, but now they're bumping it up all the way to $189. I believe that's the new price for a full clear membership. So overall, that's the new green card for you and the new credit. So not much has changed, but I think it does help. Now, with that, though, I still don't think you can value this at $189 flat out if it's just you because, I think I have a video on clear that I can link down below for you, but if you have a Delta Sky Miles number or United Miles account, which are free, then you can get clear for like $110 or something like that, so which would be the correct value to place it at because no one should ever pay more than that since Sky Club, Sky Miles numbers and United Lounge numbers or United Club numbers are free. However, if you're trying to sign up, then the best way to just sign up like a family or a player or two be to again get the Sky Miles number to lower the price and then use this to for you plus that other person, then you could really be talking about something. So that does make the green card a little bit more competitive in my point of view. I still don't love it because it still kind of only exists to nerf the gold and the platinum, but that's a rant for another day. So there you go for all you green card lovers out there. I know we do have quite a few. So with that, we're going to take a look at Citi, and Citi has maybe not released a new card, but replaced an old card that they retired. So Citi used to have some AT&T co-branded cards, then those mysteriously disappeared a few months back. Well, now we have a new or updated version of a Citi AT&T card that is kind of odd and so very Citi, I guess, to do. So take a look at this card. We have it, the AT&T Points Plus card. So no annual fee. Multipliers here, 3 back on gas, 2 back on groceries, 1 back on everything else. The benefits here, you can get a $20 statement credit each statement cycle with $1,000 and spend a month on the card. I believe if you spend $500, you can get a $10 statement credit. Now this card does earn thank you points as well. And I'll leave the card up for a second because what's missing in the multipliers, you'll notice, is an AT&T multiplier. Yes, AT&T purchases are included in the all other purchases, believe it or not, which seems like a total miss, honestly. I mean, the fact that you couldn't even give it, 2x back on AT&T or something like that this card technically loses out to the Citi Double Cash in your own lineup. Now, somewhat in Citi's defense, I don't know who this was up to. Does AT&T decide? Does Citi decide? It's also, I actually kind of like it that it does pay thank you points because, if you take a look at something like the Verizon Visa, well, that earns Verizon dollars that are stuck with Verizon, is where Citi earns thank you points, which can be pooled between a custom cash, a double cash, a premier, things like that. So this had the ability to be a decent little card, but the fact that they're just AT&T is kind of a miss on their own card seems like a weird miss to me. I don't really see much value in picking up this card for anyone. So, I mean, if you want a dedicated video, let me know down below. We can put it in the lineup. But, I mean, I think this is really all the coverage we're going to do on it because it's just not that competitive of a card. Though, again, I do like the touch of co-branded cards earning their core currency from that issuer. I think that does add a little bit more of flexibility and dimensions on how you can play with them. So if you are an AT&T fan out there or you have the old AT&T cards, let me know what you think about this. So now we're going to move to Chase, good old House of Diamond, because everyone is basically just pushing out their last-minute stories before the holiday week. So this time, Chase and Lyft are kind of rerunning like a refresh or a benefit that we've seen before in the past. So let's take a look at this, what they're doing. So if you happen to have a Sapphire Reserve, then you're going to get Lyft Pink and earn 10x total points. So again, the Lyft Pink membership, we've seen this before on some of the other cards. I think it was a Sapphire Preferred and Reserve. We saw it, then it went away. So basically, they're just kind of bringing it back again. So again, I'll put up as well what Lyft Pink actually offers. And on the screen, you can see there's still Lyft multipliers on the other cards, like the Sapphire line, the Freedom, and the Ink line. Even the JP Morgan Reserve makes the list on there with some multiplier boost. So overall, I mean, anytime you get something that doesn't cost any money, I think it's fine. It's fine. I think the Sapphire Reserve especially just need some more things to help justify that $550 annual fee. I think it's been tough. I know it's been going on 3 years now since they've raised the fee, but it just doesn't really feel worth $550 to me, especially when the Venture X is out there. Of course, we're going to talk about the Venture X in a second and what they're doing to basically combat this. But for right now, I think this helps, especially the Lyft multiplier, maybe more so than the membership, right? So I also think, I've been saying this for a while now, but I do think at some point Chase will just offer a Lyft credit card. We've seen them add the Instacart one earlier this year. I know there was an Uber card back in the day, so I can still see Lyft getting their own version, and maybe this being another test run to keep interest in Lyft. But overall, again, if it doesn't add anything to the cost, I think it's helpful. And the multipliers are still pretty good. Now, with that, again, we're going to take a look at Capital One, who is doing something to fight right back against Lyft, and that is in a partnership with Uber. Now, some folks over in the Capital One marketing group actually reached out and provided us this information. So let's take a look at what we have going on here. So the first one up is Capital One, specific to the Saver line and the Quicksilver line. So here you have the Saver, Saver One Student, and Quicksilver Student. Those are the cards at the top. They will going to earn unlimited 10% cash back on purchases through Uber and Uber Eats. And they're also going to get a complimentary Uber One monthly membership statement credit. So technically, you could value that at $239. That will be the price of it. Now you're going to get that through November 14th of 2024. In addition to that, the Quicksilver, Quicksilver One, and Quicksilver Secured card will get up to 6 months of an Uber One monthly membership statement credit. Again, they're valuing that at $59, and that's going to be again through November 14th of 2024. So overall, again, we'll talk about those changes first, and we'll look at the Venture X. I mean, I think those are pretty good. Again, I think the Saver, for me, is still one of the more underrated cards out there. Not the $95 annual fee one. The $95 annual fee one is silly, but the no annual fee one, still a really good card. Adding 10x back makes a lot of sense. I would have liked to see them do this, just change blanket across the lineup, and the reason being is, again, there's a lot of folks out there who have a Quicksilver card, as their first credit card, and still want to use it or keep it active. And this Lyft benefit could have been a good way, the 10x on Lyft, to put it on all the full Quicksilver line, to keep that going. I get why you put it on student cards, but I don't know. I don't know why I exclude the whole lineup. But on the whole, I do like the 10%. I mean, it's hard to be mad about 10%. It is also an interesting shot to see them getting 10% over here when, it's kind of, I know there was an Uber card before, but for the time being, it seemed like American Express has kind of had the Uber partnership, at least with the credits on their cards, and them not getting a multiplier, but Capital One getting a multiplier, and a pretty aggressive one at that, on what, again, Saver, pretty good card in my opinion. So I do like this addition. Now, if you're one of the Venture X card holders out there, well, then they're still adding some more travel stuff for you as well. So let's take a look at this Venture X story next. Now, they are going to add a partnership with Prior. So Prior, remember, you're going to get a membership. It's $149 a year. Put it on screen for you, but it's kind of like a travel type partnership, if you will. So what does Prior offer? Well, there are destination guides. There's insider editorials. There's experiences and voyages. So you can read about those, but if you go to the partnership landing page, you can kind of see coming out of the gate, they have like some special trips or special packages that Venture X folks can get in on. I think you can get it through Capital One Travel or Entertainment and kind of go through that way, as well as the other editorial pieces and destination guides. If you're going to go to a place, you need to look up some stuff, get an understanding of where you're going, some hot destinations, things like that. So, again, I don't think this one is as cool as the Uber partnership, if we're being honest. But, for someone might find this helpful. And again, my opinion on the show. Anytime you add something that doesn't cost me anything, I'm not going to be mad about it. So, again, if you are a Venture X cardholder out there, let us know down below what you think or how you would use this. I would have also, it's probably somewhat greedy, but I would have liked to see the Lyft credit or the Lyft membership and then the Lyft multiplier come to the Venture X as well. I think why not just give them to the entire lineup, those 3 cards. But I think that would have been a really strong move. Again, the Prime membership, not too bad because it doesn't cost you anything. But the Lyft, I think, is a big win. And, I do think, I still say, Capital One could do a better job of marketing it this way if they wanted to, but the Venture X and a Saver 1 card, again the no annual fee version, is still a pretty good pairing for a 1-2 punch from a company, right? So that could make this more relevant now as well. So, of course, let me know your thoughts on that, or if you're already running this setup, let me know what you think about it. So, with that, we are again going into the week of Thanksgiving, which really just means Black Friday. So, earlier, last week, we had an actual partnership with our friends over at Sleek. Now, they did sponsor that video. This one is not sponsored, but I do have an affiliate link. And what's going on here is that those guys reached out and said, hey, we got a lot of signups from that video, which is great, but we also want to come back and offer another promotion going into Black Friday and then through Cyber Monday. So let's take a look at this. So if you're interested, you can get in on some extra cash back through your holiday shopping. So, of course, the full Sleek video we did will be linked down below for you, but really what you're going to do here is the affiliate link down below if you haven't signed up. You can sign up. New users are eligible to get $5 when they sign up, link a credit card, and then you must complete a purchase to make that $5 then redeemable, right? So you can cash in on that. Now, for new and existing customers, again, starting now from the time you're watching this, November 20th through Cyber Monday, which is 11/28, if you use Sleek's Fast Checkout, so if you're in your Sleek account, I'll put that up so you can see what the icon looks like, you'll get $5 per transaction. That's on top of the 2% cash back you would normally get from using Sleek, and then, of course, whatever credit card rewards you get, depending on the card you use. So, again, I will link the original video we did down below because it shows some examples of how to stack the cash back. Affiliate link is well, again, not sponsored, but if you do sign up, I will get something as well. But overall, I do think this is actually a pretty good deal going into the shopping if you're a fan of shopping portals. But anyways, guys, that has been it for the news. So, of course, if you would like this one, drop me a thumbs up down below. If you found it particularly interesting, consider subscribing to the channel. Again, posting content just like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Of course, right back every Sunday with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance. Getting question for you guys down below. Let me know what you think of these stories. Has the green card finally redeemed itself? Capital One, are they coming on strong? Are they challenging the other issuers? And AT&T fans, do you like your new credit card? As well as what other card stories have you seen in the news this week? Love to get your thoughts on that. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon in the next one.